This film weirdly feels ahead of its time for being so sex positive and behind its time for the gender dynamics. The vibes are kinda, we invented emotional intimacy, but women are still crazy, am I right, fellas? So many montages, though. I liked them. I thought they worked, but there is a notable amount of them. I watched this for the first time in years the other night, with about 10 people. Some people were like, this is an honest portrayal of how messy relationships actually are. And other people thought, these people are all monsters. And I mean, both can be true. Yes, it's realistic. Yes, everyone's kind of terrible. What was really fascinating, though, was that there were two people who complained that it didn't really have a plot. And both of those people are self-obsessed narcissists, which makes sense because most of what's happening in terms of character motivation is internal to the characters. If you can't engage with other people's interior lives, this probably feels like watching nothing happen for no reason. But if you're someone who actually pays attention to how people think and feel, it's a surprisingly honest and affecting look at how relationships really work. The awkward negotiations, the miscommunications, the way two people can want the same thing but just not know how to get there together. I bet this movie is an excellent litmus test for detecting a lack of empathy. If you watch this and see nothing but beautiful people talking too much, you might want to examine whether you're actually listening to the people in your own life. Rob Lowe and Demi Moore are both beautiful and surprisingly real as people figuring out if they can build something lasting. They don't just fall in love and live happily ever after through the power of destiny and good lighting. They fall in love, move in together, discover they have completely different communication styles, fight about it, break up, and then have to figure out if they can actually be adults about any of it. The Chicago setting helps ground it in adult life rather than rom-com fantasy. These people have jobs, apartments with actual furniture, friends who show up unannounced, which was a thing that happened before the internet. The city feels lived in rather than picturesque, which makes their relationship feel more consequential. They're not falling in love in a bubble, they're trying to figure out how to fit another person into an already complicated life. Bottom line, if you can handle beautiful people being messy and realistic, you'll probably love this. If you need your rom-com sanitized, maybe skip. Also, Jim Belushi is here being Jim Belushi, which is either a feature or a bug depending on your tolerance levels.